So the sun is directly on me, but I felt like this is the best place for me to actually make a video, just because, well, it's nice and sunny. And I just finished a TikTok video. I'll send the details underneath this so that you can check it out if you want to. It's more to do with card readings. I am currently back in my little room in Columbia, Missouri. That's my bedroom. This is the card reading I did by the side of my shoes. And this is the garden. It's beautiful and sunny, and so I decided, like, you know what, I do want to make this video because when do I usually get a chance that I get to be outdoors and yeah, surrounded by nature. And you know, I was looking at, I see a squirrel's tail over there. I think he's got his body on the inside of his tree house, but I think his tail is on the outside. Anyway, I wanted to make this video just because, yeah, I mean, I've been really inconsistent. One thing, I do actually have videos prior to this, and I will put it up before this one for sure. But while the sun is out and I'm sun tanning my face, why don't I make a video and tell you what's going on, right? So the TikToks, I think I will mention that I have streamlined, because I did have a TikTok that was specifically for card readings, but I haven't been regular at it, and I don't really know how regular I'm going to be. I never really know how regular I'm going to be, because it always depends on how it is that I'm feeling at the time, and the way my emotions are and have been, and the way I travel. I never really know if I'm going to have time alone and space alone, although I'm starting to feel like maybe this is something I should be demanding a lot more of. So I do have a reading that I did, but I do want to share them in regards to my life, just because every time I do a reading, it's never really about whoever sees it, although I have to say it is very much about whoever sees it, but it also very much is about me and what it is that I've learned. So we'll start off with this card. While this card has a lot to do with, yeah, divine passion and true desires, I did feel like, and sense, that this card was very much about how we were doing completely the opposite. As in, like, if this card was turned upside down, like, I feel very much that we were doing the opposite. Seeing her was like how I felt like I was bending over backwards to accommodate to somebody else's beliefs and values that was very much against mine. I am not a fan of the word compromise. To me, that is a C word. To me, I feel that compromising is very much compromising who you are. I understand there's a lot of compromising when it comes to relationships, and if it's something small, compromising, say for example, because I'm vegan, I don't really care if anybody else around me is vegan or not vegan. I don't care. I'm happy to compromise and eat somewhere where there is meat. I can eat whatever I want. I mean, I can eat a salad. I had just tons of sides, French fries, whatever. Like, that's such a small matter that I can compromise that. But what I was really feeling, and I tend to feel this a lot, is because I strongly believe in being adaptable. That's the word I would use, not even compromising, but being adaptable. But because I strongly believe in being adaptable and mutable as a Gemini and air sign, being mutable and being able to form myself into a situation and being able to adapt myself into a situation, especially if I'm a traveler, I do. But compromise, I feel, is such a strong word, because then what is it in my value system that I have to compromise? And it takes so much out of me, which is very interesting, because that's what the next card is about. The Cloak of Christ. This is an interesting card. Now, the Rumi, as much as I love this book so much, I love the cards so much, reading it takes forever to read, but the card is saying that I am exhausted, I am tired. That was the first thing that came up, that I am tired of compromising, of compromising what is my value system. What is it that I believe in that I'm not putting forward because I don't want to disturb or cause a commotion. I was making myself feel very small. I was making myself very small to be able to accommodate and compromise and adapt to situations that I don't believe in. And there's so much that I didn't believe in that over time in the past few months, definitely, I felt like I was taking away so much that was a part of me and so much that was my own value system. And so while this card is saying that I'm tired, it's also about being able to let go of things that don't work for me. What is it that we're doing that we're bending over backwards and giving away our power, giving away what we believe is true for us? What do we feel that is draining us of our peace and our energy? What is draining us of our youth? There was a period that I kind of felt like I was getting older. I mean, okay, so I'm gonna have to accept the fact that these wrinkles are just always gonna be there, and this one is just gonna get bigger, and it doesn't matter what kind of like face yoga I'm doing, using so much more moisturizer, whatever it is. My life is going to be different and I'm going to change, but there was a period where I was starting to feel exhausted for being somebody else just to make the community, the tribe, the culture happier with me. As a traveler, I pride myself in being adaptable, like I said. But it came to an extent where it's like, wow, there's so much I don't agree with right now, and I'm not feeling myself, I'm feeling drained. So the cloak of Christ is being open to receive love and light, from a higher power, and taking my power back. And then the last card is this one. This is the end of a chapter for a lot of us. It's coming into spring. We're finished with winter. Thank God. I've been waiting for the shoe to drop, whatever that shoe is. And finally it's happening. So I'm feeling so much more at ease and so much more at peace with where I am right now in regards to my life. And I'm coming to the end of my travels here in the States, and I'm a little sad about it, but at the same time I know that I have to go back and there's a lot of shit that I need to sort out, which is fine. And you will see more from me back in Malaysia for sure. And I might just make another video as long as the sun is out. I'll do this again for sure. But I strongly felt that I wanted to do this now, just to give you an idea of where I am right now. What have I accepted? I've accepted who I am, which is great, so much better. Still taking my ADD meds. It does help me focus, that's true. I just feel a little bit more centered, which is nice. I really like that. I've been doing a lot of traveling as well, so just check out my TikTok to see where I've traveled to. And maybe eventually I'll put something on to YouTube. It just takes a little bit more time on YouTube. I've got so much going on already. But anyway, I am going to spend the next couple of weeks really enjoying the last part of the last chapter of this season and prepare for the next season ahead. So yeah, now that I've learned so much about what it is I'm able to adapt to and what it is that I will never compromise on, what are my value systems, and standing strong to my value systems, because it will give me so much peace, not having to feel guilty for the end of some chapters and the end of some relationships. Like, it's meant to happen because it's just meant to happen. I have to let go of it and not feel guilty for my decision. I have no power over what a person or a community is going to learn. I have to be more cautious it won't be so windy, so that, like, you know, there we go, better. I have to pay more attention to what my value systems are. I have to pay more attention to what it is that my soul needs as opposed to what somebody else needs. If the person just can't be honest, that's fine, but I don't have to take weight of what it is that they're not honest about. I need to take weight of what's honest to me. I need to prioritize my truth and be honest with what it is that works for me and will bring me peace and joy and happiness. So that's what I feel like my values are. For the time being. Anyway, I feel more content. Yeah, I feel more content and more satisfied with where I am now than I was before. If it is that relationships must end, personal and professional, and I've been working I've gone through, in the past, I would say easily 5 months. Yeah. We're up at the end of February now. So I would say in the past 6 months, I've gone through 4 different types of relationships ending, personal and professional relationships ending, where I know that I have to move on. I cannot feel guilty for the choices that they've made and the choices that I've made to move on and to end it. Because at least I want to believe that we all tried to adapt to each other's values, and we all tried to adapt and work together. And if it didn't work, it didn't work. And I am grateful. I'm not going to be angry about it. I'm grateful for what they did try. I hope they're grateful for the times that I tried, we did, and if our paths have to move in separate directions, it's okay, you know, we move on and we learned. So yeah, to me, I feel like very much at peace with that. I'm not going to hold on to any guilt and shame. I think that's what this card was very much about, not having to hold on to any guilt and shame, and to fucking enjoy the chapter that's closing, and to welcome the new one and be prepared for the new one. And I feel like I'm definitely ready for a new chapter. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna end it here and post it whenever I can post it. I will make another video when the sun is out like this again, because it's just so amazing, so nice. It's so nice to feel warm as a heart.